Ja, oké.
Even kijken voor als tip. Die eerste 3 zitten al met superlijm vast. En die derde, ja, die vierde zul je er ook wel niet meer uit krijgen. Dus,
Oké, nou als die goed zijn, dan zijn ze goed. En dan raak ik het gewoon niet meer aan.
Oh, je bent ze toch allemaal netjes even nog een... Ja, die had ik nog niet gedaan.
Deze die begonnen al allemaal te versplinteren. Kijk, ik heb al de soldeerpunten hier schoongemaakt.
Ja.
Zodat ze allemaal lekker netjes en strak zijn. En dan gewoon de draadjes er weer op. En gewoon lekker.
Oh, dat bedoel je met... Ja, ik heb ze wel heel zorgvuldig gedaan dit keer. Voor mijn doen, hè. Maar hoe vaak denk je dat ik dat ding ook niet open en dicht gevouwen heb, hè?
Ja.
Met al dat geklooi, om dat er weer in te krijgen. Want dan moet je van onder gaan boren. En, dus wat dat betreft zal ik blij zijn als u überhaupt nog iets doet. Nou, het ging eigenlijk best heel goed, tot net voordat jij kwam.
Ja.
Dat zeggen ze allemaal. Maar als ik het resultaat zie, denkt hij bij zichzelf. Laat je geluid ook kunnen zitten. Piep.
Piep, piep.
Want een piepie?
Vraag is waarom piep?
Ah, ja.
Kijk,
daar heb jij natuurlijk een phone van nodig, hè, om smart te zijn.
Ja, dat, anders werken die hersens niet, hè? Filter. Ja, A is veel luider dan B. A. B.
Maar heb je hem dan op dezelfde volgorde? Er was toch geen golfvorm die er heel erg uitstak?
Als ik deze golven. Zie je, is ook luider. Bij A. Maar alle toetsen werken wel. Ik heb ze voor allebei de oscillatoren ben ik even zo er doorheen gegaan en ja, prima. Die printplaat verplaatst is, hebben we nou net die transistoren daar.
Oh, dat meen je niet.
Die een beetje in de weg zitten. Even iets bijbuigen. Nee, dit is ook net aan trouwens. Okay, so we have a potentiometer over here. Because VCO B was a lot quieter than A. And now they're pretty even. So that's this one over here. And there's also one over here. That's for A. Okay, I will need to see on the scope and stuff to see if that's correct. Let's take a look at the filters. That needs some contact spray. So here we have, I believe this one is the range. Somewhere over there. And the resonance seems to be a little bit too high. It should be this one. I think that's a pretty good range. Open, no resonance. Okay, for tuning, there's the main tuner over here for A, main tuner over here for B, but we also have all these potentiometers about 100 of them, to tune A and B per key. That's fun. Not. Also need to make sure this detune slider is in the center exactly, well, more or less. And the same for this one over here. This should all work. Cool. These are definitely... Oh, this one is in tune. Whoa, amazing. Which direction do I tune from? Because I was thinking of the center, but that might actually not work. Come on. There we go. Just pulling the strings through so it makes better contact. Cleans them up. Good trick. Oh, look at that. That's perfect. This needs to be C. Oh my god, I ran out of range on the last key. That sucks. How's this first one? Already completely out of tune.
Nou doe je het expres. Wauw, dat was eigenlijk veel.
Alright, best practice. Tune the highest key to C. With a little bit of leeway, and then actually get it to C with the main tuner, because the main range is downwards. That's when you have the most tuning range. You can even go into sub-audible. So, and my mistake was that I did from middle and then upwards, which means for the last key or the last two keys, I ran out of space on the potentiometers. So from up to down. Okay, this is a fun one. So all the keys are perfect except the D sharp here plays whatever note was played last. And if I touch it here, what does that? So yeah, maybe there's something broken there. Ja, een klein beetje contactspray en of ze moeten gewoon losgewerkt worden. Want ze zijn natuurlijk nog niet zo heel veel gebruikt. Nee, omdat we alleen maar aan het testen zijn geweest. En ja, iedere keer ging de wereld kapot, dus ja. The moment has arrived. We're gonna close it up. Oh my god. It's happening. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be fiddly.
It's going to blow them out of the water. All of them.
Okay, so it finally works.
More or less, probably.
More or less.
This is the Crucianelli Compac Synth, and Crucianelli Kruma is a very well-known name. It used to be a producer of keyboards, string synths, and synthesizer at a later stage, from the Italian town of Castelfidardo. The history is that they started building fisharmonicas there, and later turned to electronic instrument when they became fashionable. To keep a long story a bit shorter. Crucianelli was one of the first companies who made affordable electric pianos. The Compac piano is, for instance, a very well-known instrument. Yeah. But strangely enough, and I hadn't heard of it myself, but for, I don't know how long it's ago, maybe 10 years, maybe even longer, I saw this ad on Marktplaats, which is Dutch eBay,
Dutch
eBay. Yeah. This strange synthesizer, and I bought it, although it didn't work, but it was visually in a perfect condition. But only later did I find out that it was not very strange I hadn't heard about it, because the question is and remains if it ever went into production at all.
Yeah.
Certain things we found, Jeroen has found during his, before him already 4 other people, including me, tried to figure out what it did. But the strange thing is, it wasn't complete. For instance, part of the earthing, the negative circuit wasn't there. So he, for instance, found out that the first oscillator can never have worked.
No, yeah, it was completely missing the ground. The entire PCB was just, not working.
And those strange things, together with the fact that virtually nobody knew about this instrument, later on a few videos have surfaced on YouTube, so there are 2 or 3 at least. But even in the past, even people who were in the know about Kruma had never heard of this thing. So even on the history-related sites, there is no mention of it.
Yeah, no, nothing.
So putting all things together, we got afterwards get a strong suspicion that this was a pre-series or even a prototype series, and that it never went into proper production. That it's more or less an experimental or, like I said, a pre-production project, which for some reason they decided not to put into full production.
Yeah, they got really far, because this is pretty much a finished product, aside from some oddities. So.
Conceptually, it's very well thought out, and it's built quite well. But it seems as if it was never completely finished.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of reasons why that can have happened. Maybe they had the Compact piano needed personnel because it was a successful project. Maybe this thing was a bit too complicated and became too expensive. You can think over a lot of things, but it looks as if this is really quite unique. And in a general sense, it's a very nifty design. It's basically a 2-channel synthesizer. So not 2 VCO, but it has 2 independent synthesizers with all the bells and whistles. Not very complicated ones. For instance, an envelope generator is only 2-stage. But it's well thought out. Like I said, 2 complete channels. It's got noise. You have modulation destinations, but also there is a split. Both oscillators can be tuned. There are double outputs, which is very typical for such a small synthesizer. So it reeks like something which was well thought out, and it even sounds that way. But we'll prove that later.
Yeah, we'll need to demo this, because I've been promising that on my channel for a couple of weeks now. Every video that, just new problems kept cropping up, and these things take time, especially when you have like barely any reference. I had some basic schematics of this, and no reference as to calibration and how things should be, how the wiring is. Which,
as far as I'm concerned, is another pointer in the same direction. The schematics are so sparingly put together that it almost gives me, at least, the impression that it's a sketch made by someone who knew what he was doing, and which was then maybe Mario Maggi, if the name rings a bell, and was given to Kruma, and they had to finish it, and that never totally happened. At least not up to the level that there is good documentation about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So hoping to rectify this now. I am also actually making a web page dedicated to this thing.
Oh God!
With updated schematics, photos, and everything. So,
but it still is mine.
Yeah, it's still yours. But hopefully that also helps others with fixing theirs, because we noticed that we're not the only ones struggling with this thing.
No, and it's, by now it has basically. Complete refurbishment has been done. All the capacitors, electrolytic capacitors have been replaced. So it's about as good as it's going to get.
Yeah. Shall we begin?
Yeah.
With voice A, I guess. So let me point this extra camera on here. So we have several functions. For voice A, we have a tuning over here, which allows from, I think -3 to +3 semitones, maybe?
You should have put it on. And
I still need a waveform select over
that
here.
That might be interesting. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Those are semitones.
Yeah.
Sounds like that one.
So, and you also have a stepped version, which maybe works. Do we want to try?
Yeah. Oh!
Almost entirely.
Two steps are still missing. We forgot to check this after repairing all the other stuff, but...
Now we also, you can see in the color coding that voice A is green, voice B is red, and we have like a red-green combination for what's more global, such as portamento. We have A and B here, so I can turn on A. We have a vibrato, of course. Yeah. This is a global LFO, but you can switch it on and off per voice. So you can turn it on for A. You have depth, marking, and speed.
Be aware that this is all still a single voice.
Yeah.
And then another combined function, again in the red with green layout, is both volume sliders.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the firmly colored blocks in one color are indeed per section, per oscillator.
Yeah, or basically per voice, because you have your frequency bank. This is kind of like an organ. You have 16 foot, 8 foot, 4 foot, and 2 foot. And you can basically use these as drawbars. So if you play a note, so you can make all sorts of combinations.
Yeah, one that will be very favorable to most synthesizer users is that you can create sub oscillator. Sounds very easily.
Yep.
Without your sub oscillator, and those can of course be used.
Yep. And then we have our envelope. The envelope is very basic. It's either attack release or attack decay, depending on the sustain or percussion switch. So if we just do this.
Which brings us to the first real weakness. I think that the attack is very, even if you put it in the long, at its maximum, it's very short.
Yeah, it's the envelopes are pretty minimalistic. Actually, you should still show the percussion.
Oh.
That should be this one.
He knows it better than me already.
Yeah, I've been faffing around with it so much.
Excellent for popcorn renditions and stuff.
I believe the attack is disabled. Yeah. So attack gets disabled on the percussion mode. It's basically only a piano envelope.
And is this then the other mode? Is that basically then like on the Mini Moog? An AD with combined
No.
SR?
No, the other mode is just AR, attack and release.
Oh yeah, because this is a filter, depth, okay. Which puts in...
Yeah, so we also have the filter, indeed. I guess I could sweep it while you play something.
That's the part that still needs a bit of...
Needs a little bit of cleaning still.
Yeah, it worked better before.
And of course we have resonance.
Yeah, it thins out quite a lot. The resonance is nice.
And so we also have, we can also set the filter to be modulated by the envelope.
Yeah.
And let's see.
Ah, yeah. Now the filter is neutral, it stays in one setting.
Yeah.
And if you engage the envelope, it starts to follow the envelope to give extra effects. Well, that will be on most of the time.
Yeah, basically. And then we have pretty much the same thing for voice B, frequency banks, envelopes, filter, but we also have white noise on B.
That's a bit rich. It's got the same pulse in the noise as the Yen ASIC 1000 has. It's a ship. I always suspected of being half a loop or whatever. It's a very nice sound, but it's got this welcome to the machine loop.
Oh, well,
very slightly.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. And now the second. Oh.
I still need waveform. We haven't even talked about waveforms yet.
Oh,
actually.
yeah, well, we'll get to that later then.
And that's of A. So there are three waveforms on this. There is square wave, pulse, and sawtooth. Although I will say, when I looked on the scope, they were all kind of sorry, but in different pulse widths and variations.
And there is a distinct level difference. But you can mix all stuff so that...
Yeah. That's square wave. Pulse, I think?
Yep.
Yeah. sawtooth.
They're not mixable, by the way. You select one
Yeah, you can't
waveform per oscillator, which is a bit of a bummer, but
well,
you can't have everything.
You can't mix the waveforms, but you do have those 4 octave of waveforms. You can compensate a little bit by having like multiple sawtooths stacked together.
But if you want to mix waveform colors, then you have to use both oscillators.
Yeah, that's definitely something you can do, because you can set everything separately per voice. Like Mark said before, everything is doubled up.
There's when we're talking about this, there's an octave high and low switch still. So beside the frequency bank with this different octaves, you could use that too. For instance, if you want to go super high, reset and.
Yeah, it needs to go up for high.
Okay.
That is very high.
And then go an octave down. But if you want to go lower than this, you can take the other banks, add the other banks.
That is very low. So it has a really big range actually for but something that's actually a pretty primitive VCO.
Yeah. So 4 octaves plus 1 added to it, and then the different frequency bank footages. So there's a lot when it comes to tuning or layering octaves. There's a lot.
There's a lot you can do. Shall we layer the voices?
Yes, hopefully they're still in tune.
Hopefully they're still in tune. Tuning this thing basically means you have, as you saw in the video, 2 main tuning pots and then 2 trimmers per key, which you have to set to tune the thing. So it's it takes at least an hour.
Which could be another reason why they didn't produce it in the end. But let's check it out. Are they both on? Oh God! What just happened? In tuning range. So we're listening to 2 VCOs. It's working, more or less. But they are working actually quite good compared to how it was.
Yeah, I mean,
he's showing off again.
Yeah. Little 9-inch nails.
Another nice thing is that it's got a split point.
Ah, yes.
So now the voices are layered. But if I set this switch to the other position, I get a split point exactly here where the arrow is.
So that's voice A, and that's voice B.
So if you want to have thumping low basses,
Like a bass. Oh, that's very.
That's a bit.
Maybe.
It's quite gnarly, isn't it?
Maybe sawtooth.
Yeah, sawtooth. Yeah, but that's sawtooth. But that's very soft.
That's pulse, actually.
Ah, okay, I have to work the other way around. Some strange things are that some things work like organ stops, you have to pull them down, and other things you have to pull or switch upwards.
Yeah, awesome. little duet.
More or less. The thing is, it has a really earthy sound. I like the sound because it's got body. It's not, nothing is perfectly in tune, as you hear, not often, but that's part of the analog charm. So as long as you can keep it more or less balanced during sessions, it will be a good synthesizer to record with, for instance.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I would take it on a live tour with me.
I think it's a little bit too unpredictable for that. For that, yeah.
But especially when layered, it's quite. There's a certain fullness.
That one is a little bit off.
Yeah, probably needs retuning every week or so.
Yeah, probably.
But it's working. Hey.
Also, a fun thing: the portamento is per voice, so you can have one typical portamento.
Well, maybe a bit.
So you get another layer of dynamics.
This is very ugly, but. Something is going in the resonance quite high. I'm still looking for what is maximum and what is minimum.
Yeah, the resonance sliders are inverted compared to everything else, which is really confusing.
Yeah. I think I will be needing a tuner all the time.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. It actually works.
It's been a lot of work for the both of us.
Yeah.
I'm quite good and patient at hardware things, and soldering is not a problem for me, but the big difference, and that is what it has made this thing come alive. Jeroen can analyze circuits on a component level. So I can see if things are connected and know how to use a synthesizer. This guy knows, can find out if something is wrong and what's wrong. For instance, if whole parts of the wiring are missing, which has stunned most of us. You expect the synthesizer you buy that at least it can be deregulated or badly set up, or things can be faulty, but who thought I'd get an instrument which isn't finished?
Yeah. That was quite jarring.
Yeah, that's
That's quite a surprise.
So thank you for your patience.
Yeah, you're most welcome. I did enjoy working on it, even if it was a little bit frustrating at times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that time that I make a short, a very tiny short, which you looked for hours.
Well, accidents happen, so that's okay.
There's some really good solo sounds in here. It's of course not an experimental synth in any way, but if we put a lot of extra effects after it. I'm looking for the total opposite. Yeah, that's what I'm missing. Hands-on, direct control. I'm a aftertouch freak, so
Yeah.
it's already too static for me. But the sliders are at a quite decent place, so I guess I'll get the hang of that too.
And the pulse is like really minimal.
Yeah. Well, luckily everything is mixable. And I don't hear too much noise at the moment, so it might also be reasonably quiet. Well, noise if it's not mixed in from the synth.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's kind of wraps up the Crucianelli series.
Yeah. Did we forget something?
I am not sure.
No, I think we discussed everything.
We've shown everything about this wonderful little synthesizer.
It's alive. That's the most important thing. And it's rare. So stop talking about CS80s and things like that. This thing is even rarer. Oh, people. Okay, it's time to wrap up. He's getting in that mood again. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it somehow.
Hopefully, there will be many more Mark and Jeroen and Mark adventures in the future.
I think there will be. We do have some plans.
Yes.
So yeah.
And we hit it off quite well. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens next. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Also very special, the complimentary Kuma carrying bag.
Yeah.
Fitting to this instrument.
The complete.